Hey everyone, this is Rhoda, and today I'm going to talk about how to build and really cultivate orgasmic energy in your body to the point where, you're locked in, you're just allowing that energy to flow, and it becomes a part of you. It becomes deeply interwoven into the fabric of your life, like it is your daily life. And this is possible. It honestly is. If you had told me before I started my journey with Tantra like years ago, if you had told me that I could feel orgasmic energy in my body all day, every day, I would have thought that you were nuts. I would have thought, yeah, right, that I'm sure that's not possible. But once you start experiencing it, then you start realizing, right, the potential there, just how possible it is to be in this state at all times. Now, I really feel like it's deeply important to start doing practices that really nurture this orgasmic energy, because really when we do this, it puts us in deep alignment with our just who we are, right? The sacredness of ourselves, of all of this energy within. We tend not to really pay attention to what's happening inside of us. A lot of times we're moving outside of ourselves to look for entertainment or distraction. But this practice is really just all about going here, finding that fulfillment within. So I'm going to share 3 tips for really starting to cultivate this energy. The first tip is, in terms of really allowing yourself to start to feel and experience this orgasmic energy, the first thing is really just a mindset kind of issue. And that is to really change your mind around the idea that orgasm is something that is only for a sexual context, okay? Because it's not. That energy, that blissful energy, right? That orgasmic energy cannot simply just be contained in that way and have just that sexual connotation. Because once we start doing it to that, then we limit what that energy is and we limit what it can do. We limit the amount that we can hold in our bodies. Do you see what I mean? One example is when we think about this orgasmic energy in a sexual context, then we limit it to those parts of ourselves that are sexual, right? We limit it to the genitals, right? Or the breasts or whatever it may be. So we keep it locked up in these areas when it actually should be able to move freely and circulate throughout the body. And so we want to start thinking about it as life force energy, because really I'm saying orgasmic energy and it sounds exciting and fun, and of course it will make your sex life like amazing, of course, okay? But at the same time, orgasmic energy is life force energy. It is the energy that you are. It is the energy that is inherent in every single person on this planet. It is the energy of the universe, right? It is the energy of source. It is the energy of the creator. And so when we start to really think of it that way, then we allow ourselves to work to really expand that energy, right? And to really go deeper with that energy, as opposed to just limiting it into a certain context, a certain time, a certain physical location. It becomes limitless, right? It becomes free. And so I just wanted to plant that seed right now in your mind. If it's not something that you have thought about before, maybe it is if you've been, studying this kind of work or this kind of practice for some time. But I just want to really just put that out there first, because I think it is so essential to really acknowledge this as that life force, that energy that is pulsing everywhere and in everything and everyone. So the second tip that I will give you, and this, I feel like this is something that you can do, of course, in and out of the bedroom. So in a sexual context or out of it, this is really great to start waking up that energy. I really feel that it's important to start really noticing what is happening inside of your body. Start really paying attention to those subtle sensations within, and just knowing that they have something to tell you. They have something to communicate with you. So start listening to that. Listen to that flutter in your stomach, or that maybe little tingle in your heart, right? Or that tightening in your thigh. Listen to all of those. And when I say listen, I'm saying breathe and just be still and just allow yourself to focus on what you're feeling within. And this can be something you maybe commit to doing for a few days or even a week. Just starting your day with being very conscious about, like, I'm gonna pay attention to my body today. I'm gonna notice what I'm feeling. I'm gonna notice the sensations, the shifts, right? Just notice whatever is there, right? Being just completely open to what is happening inside of you, instead of trying to force certain feelings or certain emotion. You know what I mean? A lot of times we're trying to dictate, like, you know, okay, how things are gonna go or what we wanna focus on. But I really encourage you to let your body dictate that. Let your body show you what it feels, what it's carrying, what it's holding on to. Let your body show you the potential that is inherent here. Because a lot of times we're not paying attention to all of those sensations that are happening within us. And a lot of those little sensations, those tiny little sensations that go under the radar, a lot of those are opportunities, you know, to go deeper into that orgasmic energy, right? That life force energy that we contain within. And if it's not that, then it might be, let's say, something like an uncomfortable emotion or something that maybe is stuck, right? Some kind of stuck feeling in the body. And that's kind of hindering that flow, right? That orgasmic flow. So it's also of benefit to pay attention to that, the discomfort or whatever it may be, because simply by doing that and by breathing into it, you allow that to dissipate so that there's freer energy for, or a freer channel, right? For that movement and that flow of energy. And now the third thing, this is I think a big one, and that because I feel, and if you've seen some of my other videos, you've heard me talk about self-touch and how just vital I feel like self-touch is. Self-touch is just a great way of allowing the body to release that feel-good hormone, the oxytocin, which just does, I mean, it just works wonders on, you know, on us mentally and emotionally and spiritually. And you know, we don't do this enough. We don't touch ourselves enough. So I want to encourage you in terms of trying to start liberating this orgasmic energy, this life force energy. Just place your hands on yourself, you know. One of the things that I really like to do is just an exercise where I just take my palms and I'm just rubbing them over my body, just trying to wake up that energy a little bit, you know, sort of just like that. And I find that it's just very helpful in terms of stirring up that energy within, you know, kind of dusting ourselves off, right? Dusting ourselves off and waking up. We have all of these amazing channels of energy that are running through us. And a lot of them are stuck in some cases. So when we do this, we're just kind of clearing, we're just opening those pathways, right? For that movement of energy to happen. And so I just want to encourage you as much as you can, or, you know, just starting your day off like this, you know, starting your day off by just coming to yourself and feeling yourself from head to toe, literally. It's almost like a kind of massage, you know, just a light massage, but it's not like you're digging into the muscle. It's just more like an energy massage, you know, where you're rubbing with the palms firmly and you're being present in your body as you do this. If you honestly, if you do this for 5 minutes a day, you start your day like this, I'm telling you, it'll be transformative. It'll be highly transformative. And it'll really get you to start opening up that energy and expanding that energy outward more. And so I really hope that those 3 tips, you know, were helpful to you. And I don't know, maybe I hope you're not disappointed, because, you know, in some ways it's like, okay, that seems so simple, and it seems almost too simple to have an impact, right? It's like, okay, if I do that, really, I'm gonna start feeling orgasm all day, every day. But honestly, this is a very strong foundation for really beginning to call that energy up to the surface and to align yourself to that life force. And in future videos, I'm going to be sharing more about really how to awaken that orgasmic energy, how to use it for yourself, or with a partner if you have one, or to manifest, or, you know, there's so many ways that you can express and work with this energy that I find really exciting. And so, yes, this is just a great foundation, even for someone who has been practicing, you know, things like this before. It's still just a great way of coming back to yourself and just liberating the fullness of that energy. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if you have any questions at all about what I shared, or if you simply just want to hear more and you just have, you know, other questions about other topics that I might be able to support you with, please feel free, reach out, drop me a question, a comment below, and I will be sure to get back to you. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.